What time frame during the year encompasses the cost plan season? That's a really good question. It varies though, because it depends on when the fiscal year ends for most agencies. I would say probably 80% of the agencies have a June 30th fiscal year. So it means their fiscal year starts July 1st and ends June 30th. That's the bulk of it. So that's typically what I talk to, just because that's really what most people have. And so if that's the case, the typical process in the busy season, so they end their fiscal year June 30th, but we don't start really working on their stuff until about September. It's about 3 months later because they're closing the books. So since we're taking already closed book numbers, we got to wait for that to happen. So typically what happens is we start in, say, August, doing all of our visits, meeting with them, talking to them about what functions they have, what allocation statistics. They can start gathering allocation statistics because those are already, when the year has ended, they're done. They're not doing any reconciliations on that. Then we wait for their books to close. So then in the county, for example, it's due December 31st. So if they have a June 30th end fiscal year, it's due to the state December 31st. So it's 6 months. And then they have 6 months to review. So they have from January 1 to June 30th to review. And the idea with that is they're going to give you an approval. So when the plan is then in the for use in year, so as we've talked about with an OMB plan, it's always 2 years in arrears. So we're going to have our actual year that we're working on, the closed one we just finished. It's going to be for 2 years forward as an estimate. So if we think about, we end in June 30th of that fiscal year, then it's due in the middle of the next fiscal year, of their next fiscal year. Then the auditors audit it by the end of that whole next fiscal year. Then they're ready to start charging for the year that's estimated for. That's the process of which it's doing.